Hey guys, what's going on? This is GG Your Face, and I will be talking about a game between IdrA and HuK. IdrA is playing as the blue Zerg player at the upper right hand corner, and HuK is playing as the red Protoss at the lower left hand corner. This is game number 2. Whoever takes 2 games in a row in the best of 3 series will go on to fight the winner in the losers bracket. I mean, not to fight the losers. Both these players, everybody in this tournament is a winner, as they are a lot of the best players in the world. This is the MLG finals 2010 for the winners bracket, and HuK is going to be putting down a pylon near his choke. And IdrA, let's see what IdrA's thinking right now, because there is a natural expansion that might not be easily defended, because there is a set of destructible rocks and this choke is not that small. Let's see how he does, because he is very, very creative in his play. And we do see HuK is coming inside with the probe. HuK, one of the better players, if not one of the best players in the Protoss race, and I do enjoy watching him very much. HuK is going to come back out. I think he wants to try to block the hatchery that's going to go down for IdrA, and he's waiting out in the ramp to see if anything else is coming out. IdrA has not yet put down a spawning pool. He does not have enough minerals for a spawning pool or a hatchery just yet, and it looks like he will be putting a spawning pool in the back at 15. No, I mean at 14. And this one lonely probe does not have any friends, is waiting for someone to show up at the dance, but it does not look like anyone will show up unless it is a Zergling. This Overlord does spot the probe for IdrA, and HuK at the moment is putting down a gateway as well as an assimilator. And there's 2 drones coming to dance with this one probe, and that is simply too many dancers. And ooh, he tries to put down a pylon, but he actually gets blocked, and he does go down. Ooh, a minor misclick there by HuK. It will cost him a little bit. He wanted to delay the hatchery, but instead there were 2 drones, and those 2 drones prevented him from putting down that pylon that he clicked because he was surrounded. There's one gateway about to be done, the spawning pool about to be done, the hatchery just went up, and the assimilator has already completed, and it looks like IdrA is going to return the favor and stop HuK from putting down the cybernetics core at the highest level. Every second matters, and it looks like these 2 players will have to duke it out for this real estate that is right here. Crucial real estate. Both players want it. IdrA wants to put an extractor on it. Just kidding, not on that thing. And the cyber core does go down as IdrA had to pull away, and he's going to try to grab the extractor, and ooh, HuK very smartly puts an assimilator there, prevents the extractor from going up, and thus not limiting his options. And IdrA still will not give up on this drone. Very, very low HP, and I don't think he's going to be able to get away. And ooh, one more shock there. He does go down. Extractor about to be complete at the moment. 1 queen has spawned. A 2nd queen is being produced from the home base hatchery. There's 1 overlord inside, and for HuK, he has gotten 1, 2, 3. Yes, it looks like there is 3 probes on that gas line. A couple of drones being transferred underneath that queen there, and he has not taken off. I mean, he has put some drones onto the extractor, and these Zerglings are not able to get in because HuK was there to deter him, and he's going to try to hit one of these, and it looks like both players were looking at that screen. It is often quite funny to get a couple of free shots when your opponent's not looking at the screen, but it does not happen at this level of play. There are still 2 Zerglings on the outside, and this Stalker is going to come out and maybe finish off 1 Zergling. Ooh, IdrA does move it out in time. Incredible response time. Exactly what we'd expect. The warp gate technology is being researched, and 2 gateway has gone up. And if we look at the Zerg player, IdrA, he has put down 1 spine crawler in time. I think he might have to put out a couple extra ones to deal with this, as he does have 1 stalker inside the base of IdrA, but I think he does have another queen inside, so it should be okay. He does manage to take down 2 of those Zerglings, and the queen's going to fight this stalker with the help of 2 Zerglings, and he should be able to hold it off, and I think he's confident. He is making a lot more drones, and he's not making any more additional Zerglings, so he is pretty confident he will be able to take down that Stalker. The Stalker is very, very close to death, and he does micro away from those Zerglings, and I think he's still going to go down because there's 1 queen outside, 1 queen inside, and yes, it looks like that Stalker has gone down. Inside the base, there is 3 gateways, and the warp gate is about to be finished, and there is 1 overlord to the east, 1 overlord to the north, and we do see creep tumor being spread, and a 2nd spine crawler going down, and he's also thinking about getting a 3rd one. There is a lot of overlords all over the place. If we take a look at the army count for both players, a little bit ahead for HuK at the moment. He does have that constant production, and he's not focusing too much on the workers. And if we take a look at the middle, we might see a little fight coming up. There is 3 spine crawlers coming up inside the base of IdrA, so he will be prepared for this little push should HuK decide to do it. But I think HuK is going to be content to grab his own expansion as well. And IdrA putting up the third and fourth. The fourth extractor is going up, and if we take a look at the income tab right now for both players, we see IdrA a little bit ahead in terms of gas, but mineral pretty much deadlock even. We do see Hydralisk then has recently gone down, as well as the upgrade for the Overlord move speed that will allow them to move much quicker and spread creep or spread creep or allow them to to move faster and to scout better. And we see a little push from HuK as he's thinking about moving in. He will take down that creep tumor, and there is 3 spine crawlers protecting IdrA, and he really needs to get some units in here. I think he does feel a little bit pressured. Both players hovering around 50, 56, slightly ahead for HuK at the moment, and IdrA is producing a couple of Hydralisks. He does have a lot of eggs and larvae he's not using at the moment. He's making a couple more, and I think he's actually short a little bit on his minerals. He is focused on his gas quite a bit there, and we do see the +1 range for the Hydralisks are currently being upgraded, and HuK is not moving out just yet. He does have a forward pylon that will allow him to warp units. He also has a pylon over here, and he's hunting the Overlord. And will the Overlord go down? Ooh, you see the perfect upgrade for the speed was done, and the Overlord does manage to run away from those stalkers. Very, very crucial update for that one Overlord to survive. And we do see Creep Tumor once again is being built, and these Hydralisks are working on the side rocks on the side, and there is about a 2 unit or 0 unit gap, 2 unit gap once again between these two players. We do see armor +1 upgrade being done for the Protoss player HuK, and we see a lot of Overlords moving relatively quickly. I think he's going to be able to spread creep here. Lair is about to be done, and Lair is complete. And we see creep tumors being placed and a lot of Hydralisks being produced. And previously, if you haven't seen the games between IdrA and other players, he used a lot of queens to spread creep, but it looks like he's going to use his Overlords to spread creep, and he's also moving up his spine crawlers. Very, very nice play. Blink is currently being researched by HuK. I'm not sure how much that's going to help him, as IdrA is pressuring with a lot of Hydralisks, and he does snipe one of the probes on the side, and these units are thinking about coming in, but it looks like one will burrow in time, second and third one going down. A lot of these units are trying to get into position to fight, and we see a fight coming in between Hydralisks, sentries, and stalkers, and ooh, I think he lost a lot of units there. If we took a look at the unit count, I think HuK is losing quite a bit, and he's trying to back away from those spine crawlers, which is very smart. And these Hydralisks don't really want to engage off of creep because they're a little bit slower, and these stalkers still trying to pick on their speed. Additional Hydralisks being made. Ooh, we see very, very good force fields. He does cut off about half those Hydralisks, and we'll be able to take those down, no problem. Additional force fields, perfect force fields at the bottom of the ramp, engaging about a third of or half of these units at one time. He will be able to take down quite a bit of those. Additional Hydralisks does show up, and a couple of stalkers do get warped in, but the pylon goes down. If we take a look at the army count, still a little bit lopsided toward IdrA at the moment. I think he has very, very good macro in terms of this game, and he also has incredible micro as he is pushing these spine crawlers up closer and closer. It's like a cannon push. I mean, it's like a tank push, but with spine crawlers. These spine crawlers are coming, and the Overlords are still moving up forward, spreading creep. This is the perfect play by IdrA. IdrA is coming in with a lot of Hydralisks, and these Hydralisks are going to be fighting these Stalkers. Stalkers does have the 1001 upgrade, whereas Hydralisk has no upgrades, and they're fighting, but I think he will win this. He does have a lot more Hydralisk, and it looks like he's falling further behind in terms of the army, 66 to 94 at the moment, and these spine crawlers are pushing forward once again. And Hydralisks are fighting, the probes are getting into it. I think HuK is getting a little bit desperate. He can't push this back, and HuK does. GG. Incredible. IdrA does take both games. He will be moving to the finals, and hope to see you guys there. I have uploaded that game, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. This is GG Your Face. See you guys next game.